Sometimes life can be harsh to you, and sometimes there are things that make you feel numb. Sometimes you may find yourself like you're watching a video instead of living a life. That's that much you can be detached. Or if you feel that you do not matter too much, I think this makes two of us. So this is my emotional story, and three things that keep me content with myself right now. Hello, my name is Anton. I am Ukrainian, a dad and a husband. Welcome to my channel. Hopefully you will find something for yourself today. So let me start from my emotional story. A couple of years ago, I had pretty low self-esteem. I was feeling detached, as I said, like you're watching a video, like a movie about someone's life, but you do not feel like this is you. Also, I had some anger control issues. Sorry, keyboards that had to suffer from these. But that was not very pleasant for me and for loved ones, because they saw me suffering from this. Like I did not feel myself important. Like I had this credo that everyone is so important that I have to serve other people, to use my own resources for benefit of other people. And this was draining a lot my internal resources. Also, there was even pretty strange issues. I had some more or less success in my life. I had and still have a great family, a wife and a child. I have supplied us a place that we can call a home, and everything was so good. But all my life, when I was small, when I was a child, I was taught that all these things that I have achieved are things that a grown-up has to achieve, and I have achieved that. What's next? There is no sense in life. Well, of course, my son fills my life with great sense, and my family overall, and this I'm really grateful for them. But personally, I did not see where I should go next. And after that, I turned 30, and that was pretty hard because I started reevaluating my life, and I understood that I do not like where everything is going. But then, when I was 31, my son was diagnosed with cancer, and a year ago, a war started in Ukraine. So now let me tell you about three things that helped me to stay content with myself right now. What helped me to reevaluate my life, to reevaluate who am I to myself. Number one, psychotherapist. So first thing I understood that I have to fix my life. I have to understand what is going on in my head. And I have found, actually, the first psychotherapist that I visited, she was really helpful for me, and I'm still working with her. I'm very happy. And what was really important for me is just to talk enough, to talk about my issues, talk about something that's so important. I didn't think that someone would really ever value my personal emotions. Yeah, of course, I was talking with my wife, but there are something that you cannot talk even with your loved ones. So ability to share everything with someone really neutral. This is very important, that your psychotherapist is neutral, and he or she they they will never judge you. These emotions that you express while on the session, they're really important to understand what's wrong with you, and to find things that make you feel like you do. While discussing this, we understood that there are some emotions that I am ignoring, and more and more we were talking about those little rituals that you can use to learn about yourself, actually. And that's how I learned about meditation. Actually, before, meditation was for me something about Indian monks that are doing spiritual things and talking with their god. But actually, that's not quite that. Meditation is the way to turn everything off and turn your attention inside yourself. How do you feel? What do you feel right now? To be present here and right now, right here. To understand your feelings, to understand your emotions, to analyze your emotions. Actually, I'm using, this is not an advertisement, I just really want to talk about this application. It is really great and I recommend you to use it. It's called Balance. This application hosts a set of guided meditations that help you go into meditation. They have those sets for beginners. For some reason, they understand what's going to happen inside your body while you're meditating. Next. This is mind-blowing. I really recommend you to try this out. So it appears that there are emotions that are like, before they were perceived by me as good and bad. And the good people are experiencing good emotions, bad people are experiencing bad emotions. And you're a good person, so no, bad emotions are bad, and you won't experience them. You just will ignore them, because you're a good person. But this is not how human body is working, human psychics is working. There is no such thing as good or bad emotion. There are positive and negative emotions, and they're there by default. You cannot turn anything off. You have to understand these emotions. In order to be functional grown up, you have to learn them. You have to just let some good emotions, like good feeling emotions, positive emotions, to embrace positive emotions and embrace negative emotions, and let them go through you. Let them be there, and do not ignore them. Do not suppress them, because negative emotions, they have this tendency of accumulating in your head, and then once your psychics cannot hold them back anymore, they will sporadically burst out, and then you will damage your keyboard, for example, or anything else. Even worse can happen. Imagine you're driving a car while this happens. What will you do? Hopefully nothing bad, but you should be, for me as a grown-up, I have to understand these emotions and know what they mean for me. Maybe there is something that my body is trying to tell me about. This is really important, and we never have to ignore them. Even more, when you are okay with your emotions, positive or negative, you suddenly see yourself as much more balanced and calm person. You will have much more control over what is happening with you. And sometimes you will start understanding that some negative emotions, that they do not feel well. That's why they're negative. But there are some preconditions for them, and you will learn to avoid these preconditions. For me, this precondition is to sleep, go to bed late. And this will ruin my mood for the next day or something like this. You just need to look after yourself to understand this. The third thing is extremely important, actually crucial for you to succeed in your understanding of yourself, is reevaluation. Always reevaluate your goals, reevaluate your understanding everything that is happening while you're going to the psychotherapist, you're meditating. This may reveal some details about yourself that you didn't know before, and this changes your picture of yourself and subsequently of the world around you. For myself, I understood that being grown up is not about just looking very grown up or putting more force to overcome your internal emotions, your internal needs. Being grown up is about being content with yourself, being understanding what's happening, what is going to happen with yourself, understanding your emotions, understanding your needs of your body, and you should understand that first person that should think about yourself is you. For me, it was revealing that actually, I think for some this may sound pretty strange to say, but actually, when someone is asking you, you are not meant to agree and to do what you are being asked for. So there's a request, you can deny it just because you cannot, just because you were planning something else. And you will not be judged about this. Yeah, you were actually planning. This is your time. You have a set amount of seconds in your life, and you are the one who is to decide what to do this given second. You have your own resources, and you may not have some. Like you may be very exhausted and you cannot help this person right here right now. Sorry, I can help you, but not today. Let's do this tomorrow. Why? Just because I said so. For example, this is my personal decision. And just accept yourself. Accept being the person that you are. This is an ongoing journey, and I think that you stop reevaluating yourself and knowing more things about yourself once you die. Do not hesitate to understand yourself. Give yourself a bit more love. So hopefully you liked this video. Give a like to it down below if you did. If you agree or disagree with me, please leave a comment under this video and subscribe if you want to see more of such content. So thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.